All right, folks, let's move right along. How about this? We started the show with this. Disarm the IRS. Let's save America and disarm the IRS. Let's talk about it with Grover Norquist, president of Americans with Tax Reform. Grover, you know, I'm an LLC. I don't know how you're categorized. I might have a tax debate with some IRS agent. I wouldn't feel that good if he or she pulled a gun on me. Why do they need guns? I mean, computers, yes. Common horse sense, yes. Guns? Really?
The IRS now, or at least a few years ago when the inspector generals were looking at it, had 4,600 different guns and 5 million rounds of ammunition.
Yep.
That's not enough for Biden and the Democrats. They are out hiring today at least 360, maybe 1,200 over the next 3 years. This is from the head of the IRS when he testified yesterday at the hearings that the Ways and Means Committee had. Everybody should go watch that on C-SPAN. Jason Smith, the chairman, put together the best set of hearings I've ever heard. They had the head of the IRS admitting, yes, that was true, to things that they'd been denying in the past, things that were written up in government studies, but denied by the establishment press or ignored by the establishment press and denied by previous heads of the IRS. There are heavily armed guys, but how dangerous are they? Dangerous to themselves as well as everybody else. The Inspector General reports find out when they pull the trigger, the IRS, half the time it's a mistake.
I know, I read that.
They admit that people have been wounded.
Yep.
People have been wounded. Stuff has been destroyed, but they won't tell you who got hurt or what got hurt because it would make them feel bad or look bad. The people are not doing the practice they're supposed to with the guns they have, never mind the new ones.
Good.
When they advertise for people, in the ad it says you've got to be ready to kill somebody. That's
what?
Nice.
Just, Grover,
deadly force.
I know, it's just, Grover, what is the stated purpose? I understand we were showing the Untouchables movie at the top of the show on this. I understand why Kevin Costner had to have a gun going against Al Capone, all right, and Sean Connery and the rest of them. But why, seriously, what is we only have a little bit of time, but what is the stated purpose of unlimited force and having these guns? What is it that they want to do?
To intimidate. Back in the 90s, they got caught breaking into people's houses, scaring kids, going into businesses, and they had hearings back then that were so awful, they backed off. They're hoping people forget how bad it's been.
That's interesting. You know, I forgot about that. You're right. You're absolutely right. So I think I'm right, Glover. I'm saying save America, disarm the IRS. Disarm them. They don't need this stuff. In fact, we don't need all them. I know that.
Okay. They've gone in and taken cash from people saying, we think maybe this is what you owe your money on, like civil asset forfeiture. Good luck as a first or second generation immigrant trying to run a small business, and the IRS comes in, starts a conversation with you without telling you they're cops, thinks they heard you say something, take your cash, try and get it back.
Wow.
And when they do have evidence, they don't keep it properly. The Inspector General's found it was lying all around. You couldn't convict anybody in a real trial of something, given that they don't even keep track of the evidence they're supposed to be watching.
All right. I got to let you go, Grover, but 100%. Save America. Disarm the IRS. Grover Norquist, you're the best of the best. Thank you, buddy.